The shade of the way that you ought to be, but I see through the cracks right into your heart. Please let me be your lantern through the dark. You can hold on to me.
Just out of reach. Tempting, just out of reach.
Bit of a drop.
Go on, get down there and up the other side, you. Right, so anyway, that was nice. Couple of mile walk, burn off some lunch, and we'll make our way back to the van for the evening. That's for sure. Do you like my new haircut, by the way? I've gone
It's gone all action, man.
Gone action, man. Gone fuzzy felt. There you go. Walking amongst the orange groves in the Costa Blanca. What are you playing with?
Fish.
So I'll put the what 3 words for this location, because if you're driving through Spain, this is a great one if you want an overnight or a couple of nights. It's out of the way with dog walkers and things like that here. I won't bother putting any other bits on what 3 words or our locations until we start hitting the road south. And there's loads of, what we're finding in Spain is loads of car parks obviously beside or by the beach. Some of them are tarmac, obviously purpose built, but other ones are just where people have reclaimed some of the land and it's flat. So yeah, great for exploring. Good morning from a great little location this, and we've seen some, I can't remember the name of the birds, but we've seen some birds here in the dunes, which are quite rare, and yeah, there's a couple of pictures of them, but yeah, that was nice to awake to. It is early morning still, and it's always great to get out and do some photography first thing in the morning. Absolutely, was hoping for a lovely sunrise, but unfortunately it was overcast first thing, so we missed out on that one. And that's the problem we have as photographers. The overnight parking restrictions, especially in England, as photographers, it's a right pain. So it means that we'd have to drive through the night, get to a location, take a picture, then we'd have to park up and go to sleep somewhere during the daytime. Really need to wake up to some of these restrictions in the UK, that's for sure. Claire's over there playing in the dunes. Let's see what she's taking a picture of. So again, this park up, you'll find along the coast, there's loads of these. We're talking to an English couple just then, and the Spanish police have got it absolutely right, and this is what the UK needs to embrace. If it's really busy and there's parking areas that are overloaded and there's loads of litter, then they'll come along, they'll tell you to pick your litter up, and then they'll move you on. But if you're sitting there and there's no trace, so you just parked and there's no trace of you leaving anything about, leaving anything around, then they'll leave you be. But if you're not doing no harm and you're clean, then you're doing no harm, are you? You're not doing anything wrong. So yeah, maybe this is what England need to take into consideration. If you're parked up in a spot entirely on your own, then what harm are you doing? So as photographers, we're always looking for different challenges, and there's a challenge Claire's done now. She's completed her masters, and she's going to put together a little book at some stage of some sort. Humans versus nature. You can guess what it's about. It's about the way that humans influence nature around us, like leaving rubbish behind. And on that subject, continuing on from no overnight parking in the UK, I think they're targeting the wrong people. Now, I do understand that there's going to be people out there that abuse rules all the time, ourselves included. We know in England you're not allowed to stay overnight, yet we still try our luck. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it don't. Having explored in a van for such a long time now, and coming across rubbish and litter everywhere, I get the wipes, guys. The wipes can only mean one thing, but general litter and the big bits of litter, I would argue, aren't motorhomes or camper vans. They're people in their cars and picnickers. I'd expect most people in motorhomes and vans, they're, should we say, of a mature age. So they've probably got a lot more respect and understand the consequences of leaving litter. But even last night here, there was a car pulled up. A couple of, they weren't teenagers, but they're young adults. A couple of young adults in there. And when they left this morning, there's 2 cans of beer left behind. So they've opened their car doors to drop the cans on the side before driving off. So England, you've got to stop blaming camper vans and motorhomes for everything. I think back to our Dartmoor video, and you know, some of our best subscribers, and they got in contact and said, you know, you're not meant to park on Dartmoor, and that's a chance that we take when we do anything in England, knowing that we could get moved on at any time. Dartmoor is an incredible place, incredible for photography, so there's absolutely no way that we wasn't going to stop and give that a go. And if we'd got moved on, then so be it. They'd have seen that we're innocent photographers in a van with no litter around us whatsoever. And if we do find small bits of litter around, we always pick them up anyway. So we're doing the country a turn in return. There you go. Well, I think Claire's gone back to the van, and that can only mean one thing: brew time.
Hello there. Making a cup of tea before we... Ooh, I'm throwing a cup of coffee everywhere with the breeze before we get on our way. This has been a really nice little spot. There's a lot of dog walkers, but it felt very safe and peaceful at night, actually. The sound of the sea and the waves rolling in. So yeah, great little spot. However, we need to go and use facilities somewhere. So we know some very famous little golden arches down the road have some standard facilities and a cup of tea waiting for us as well. Maybe a little burger when we get there.
Oh dear, we've succumbed to golden arches.
Only for the facilities.
Only for their facilities. And a Big Mac.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, we need some
I'm
lunch.
making a porridge. Do you want porridge?
No, thank you. I'll save myself. Guess who just got back today? The boys are back in town.
Hello, Freddie.
So much to our surprise, Ian had driven off to the south of Benidorm, like we said earlier, stayed with his mate for a couple of days, on a campsite. And then this morning, we've met up back at Gandia while we were waiting the parts. So he's coming back up, he's driven back up north an hour to be with us in this gloomy, dark weather. But yeah, the boys are back in town.
Woohoo! And a girl. I'm the tag along. Team mascot.
You're not a tag along.
Team mascot.
So we've just parked up in a car park and we'll probably stay here overnight. Daddy's back. Daddy's putting the kettle on.
Daddy.
Sounds good. What are you doing?
Sudoku.
Why are you doing Sudoku?
Because it's really cold and wet.
Oh. So not everything's glamorous. It's been chucking it down here. And we're literally in the car park with you on the other side. And it's very cold. Temperature's really dropped. So heater's on. Claire's doing Sudoku. I'm doing a bit of reading. Yeah. It's not always glamorous. You don't always see this side. But we do from time to time get caught out.
I'm glamorous.
You're glam. You look like a big marshmallow.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we're back at Peugeot and going to see what bits have arrived or not. So yeah, Tony's just gone for a chat with them. We're waiting on a cover, that's it. But everything takes so long. And I'm sure you're fed up of hearing about us sitting in Gandia. So yeah, Dad's behind us, Tony's gone in, and I'll let you know what happens in just a second. So I don't know if you can see behind me. The answer is a big fat no. The new piece hasn't come in, and it doesn't look like it's now going to come in for another couple of days. You know, the guys at the garage are doing their best. The fitting side of things has been fantastic, but their delivery is absolutely appalling. Tony's coming back. I don't know.
Yippee! Woo! So what a bloody trauma that's been. What an absolute nightmare. Their part system is incredibly rubbish. So yeah, we're back on the road. Let's start this adventure off on this gloomy, we've got a gloomy week ahead of us here. Bit of rain, windy weather, so not the best, but we'll well, the adventure starts again now. So we're currently driving through Oliva on the way toward Alicante.
You wanna be someone else a bit more into. Wear something new for a day, a bit less like you. But I think you're perfect. I wish you could see it too. Hold on to everything you are that's shining through. You can hold on to me. You can hold on to me. When the waters get rough, I will not give you up. You can hold on to me. You can hold on to me. 'Cause you're perfect, you are, don't you get it? You're all I need.
So we're in a little place called Altea. It's meant to be quite affluent, shall we say? And we just stopped on the side of the road because we couldn't get Freddie parked anywhere. All the car parks were tiny, and as you will well know, being fellow van owners, that if you park in some of these places, it only takes another car to come and pull alongside you and you'll be blocked in. So we was unable to park in the normal car park. We found this little place on the side of the road and we're just stopping for a bite to eat before we push on toward Benidorm. I want to go to Benidorm because I really want a t-shirt.
Saying, I've been to Benidorm.
Yes, I do. And a Benidorm sticker. Brits on tour, eh? Yeah, so I want to pop into Benidorm. Claire wants a picture on a mobility scooter with a hanky on her head, don't you?
I do now.
So anyway, yeah, to stop for a bit of lunch, a couple of rolls, really simple. Cheese, ham, tomato, onion. And then we'll be heading back out on the road again.
I see you hide all the best of your way too deep. You're just a shade of the way that you ought to be. But I see through the cracks right into your heart. Please let me be your lantern through the dark.
So here we are in sunny and wet Benidorm. We've got a car parking space, camper vans, motorhomes right at the very top of the hill here. Put it on the map. These are the what 3 words. And we're just making our way slowly down toward the town and the seafront.
When I met you, when we started off, it sure was a different kind of love. Should I get up? Should I get up and run? Stop dead right before it had begun.
So we were really spoilt in Gandia. It's such a pleasant place, but bloody hell, Benidorm just doesn't stop. It's absolutely packed here. And some of you guys would have been here before. You'll have to let us know in the comments what attracts you here. So, so we're now just heading to the seafront before we make our way up through the old town and back to the car park. And that for us, I think, will be Benidorm. Not very, we're not very adventurous here, that's for sure.
Welcome to Benidorm.
The good news is Stephen Godfrey, Douglas Houston, there's fish and chips along here, so you can get yourself a fish supper.
It won't be the same.
It won't be the same. The mountains aren't the same. The views aren't the same.
The weather's the same today.
Yeah. Yeah, good point. Good point. So, when you come away from the main streets in Benidorm, not the seafront area, you come into the old part of Benidorm, which is rather pleasant. And that's whereabouts we are now. Fish and chips for €12 I've just spotted. So good morning from what can only be described as a car park in the middle of Benidorm. So we've got up quite early so we can hit the road and find some other places to stop. Claire's doing the chores. Juice container all cleared.
Morning.
Did you sleep well?
No, but it wasn't because of the park up.
What was it because of?
I don't know. I'm still asleep. The park up was very quiet, and actually it wasn't too uneven. I think it's because we tried to go to bed too early.
Oh dear.
What? Looking at the status. We tried to go to bed too early so we could get up really early, which just meant I couldn't sleep. And then Tony could sleep, which meant I really couldn't sleep.
Might have snored a little bit after me Guinness attack. There you go. So not a bad location at all, guys. If you're stuck and you want to come to Benidorm for a visit, pick up a t-shirt and a sticker, then this place is recommended. This park up is absolutely ideal. There's nothing along the seafront where you can get to easy. Then just head south out of the car park, straight through the park, and you'll eventually come out into the town. Real simple, and a pleasant little walk. But be sure to check out the old town as well, because the old town is vibrant, loads of eateries and restaurants, and it's quite nice. But, and there's a but, for us, we've spent far too much time down by the seafront now in the built-up areas of Spain, and we want to go and try and find somewhere a little bit more wild and remote. I think we might pop back to where Ian stayed for a couple of nights whilst he was waiting for us. But apart from that, we need to go and find some different types of locations and the different parts of Spain.
You can hold on to me, you can hold on to me. When the waters get rough, I will not give you up. You can hold on to me, you can hold on to me. 'Cause you're perfect, you are, don't you get it? You're all I need. Hold on to me, you can hold on to me. When the waters get rough, I will not give you up. You can hold on to me, you can hold on to me. 'Cause you're perfect, you are, don't you get it? You're all I need. You're all I need. Don't you get it?